Am I the asshole for ordering something special for my daughter without telling husband? My daughter is starting kindergarten tomorrow and has been extremely nervous all summer. While browsing Amazon, I came across first day of school chalkboards and bought one with chalk markers to do with my daughter the night before school starts. They came in the mail very quickly, so I put them aside with a few other purchases as I didn't need them for a few days, and the family was getting ready to go away for a Labor Day vacation. Cue tonight, the Monday before school starts. My daughter and I went to pick up some school supplies and then returned home to play in the pool. In the yard, my husband refused to be outside with myself and the kids. I also have a 2M because the weather was hot. He played video games for 2 hours. When the kids and I went inside at 6 p.m., I gave the kids baths. It was my night, and then cooked dinner for everyone. After dinner, I sat down with Tegan to fill out the chalkboards so it would dry for tomorrow's picture. I also wanted to relax for a few minutes. Husband came storming in the living room where we were sitting. Immediately, he started arguing with me over the boards. He was upset because 1. I didn't ask him before purchasing or show him what I was purchasing. 2. I didn't inform him of the purchase. 3. I didn't inform him what the boards were or when I was going to fill them out with my daughter. He accused me, in front of my daughter, of being selfish, inconsiderate and rude in regards to his feelings. He called me disgusting. When I suggested he sit down with us on the couch, he claimed he was still eating and therefore not ready. When I reminded him the boards were about our daughter going to K, he replied that I screwed up in not including him. I once again invited him to sit on the couch with us, but he said no. He went into the kitchen and hasn't spoken to me since, even though I have been reminding him that we will be taking pictures tomorrow and we will be dropping her off together. Was I an asshole in not sharing simple boards with him before purchasing? The whole point is for my daughter to hold them while we celebrate this milestone with her, not to worry about who is filling them out. Did I screw up? I thought as parents we were supposed to be caring about our daughter and her worries about school. Was I the asshole? Not the asshole. Your husband sounds like an abusive, lazy, childish jerk. If he calls you disgusting in front of your child, it's only a matter of time before his ugly behavior escalates. And he won't stop with you. Your children are at risk, physically and emotionally, with this asshole as their father. Get out while you can and give your kids a chance at a good life. Not the asshole, but your husband sure is. Is he always this irrational and controlling? This is a major red flag. Why did you marry this man? Not the asshole. Info. His reaction is extreme. What if you reacted this way to him not joining pool time? Parenting is a give and take experience. Disgusting is not your behavior. What else could be going on with him? My ex threw a fit when my children were younger. Around 9 and 11, I spent $300 on school clothes, backpacks, school supplies for 2 kids. He accused me of not living on a budget. Yet, he would go to bars. Had his hobbies etc. The next day, I filed for divorce. That was over 25 years ago and I've never been happier that I'm no longer with a controlling op. Is not ta. She shouldn't have to ask permission to buy anything for her children. Within means. Especially when it's for educational reasons. Not the asshole. You should have been out the door after the cookie incident. Not the asshole. His reaction seems wildly out of proportion to the situation. Red flags going off here. Not the asshole. Your husband turned a lovely project with your child to motivate her to celebrate starting kindergarten into a terrifying outburst of rage. Abusers are often good time ruiners like that. He's controlling and abusive. Creating rules you broke after the fact as an excuse to rage at you and your children. Your children are growing up believing this is normal. How you respond to his abusive behavior will be part of their beliefs about what marriage and relationships are like. Not the asshole. Unless you stay with this jerk and ruin your children's childhood. WTF is wrong with him? This is 100% unacceptable behavior. Also, how can he still be eating dinner if you and the kids are in the living room? Are you not having dinner together? My goodness. Talk about destroying what should be a really important, loving shared experience for the family. Not the asshole. The only mistake you made was marrying this man and having children with him. He is definitely the Edit. I just read all the comments and your replies. Your husband is a full-on red flag waving and I highly recommend you get your child away from him before she begins to think this is how a man is supposed to act. Info. Is money so tight that the purchase of those boards will mess with your monthly budget? If so, then you are the When money troubles surface, even the smallest purchases can make a big difference. If not, he is the Does he overreact like this to a lot of things? Is this new behavior? What else does he feel he needs to have full control of? Does he usually speak to you like this? Not the asshole. If this behavior is common, you need help. Please reach out for help. Please stay safe. Not the asshole. And that is a massive overreaction. You are not tough for not asking, informing him that you bought these off of Amazon. Could there be something going on that you don't know about? Issues at work? Possibly losing his job? Money troubles? Or is this his normal behavior? Question. OP. Would you want your daughter to be married to a man like him? If the answer is no, then I hope you can also see that you are worth being just as happy as you would want her to be. Not the asshole. Your husband has mastered the art of coming out in a full-on attack to swamp you and any expectations you may have of him. He has you on the ropes defending yourself for taking care of things while he fucks off endlessly. Neat trick. If he can get you to defend yourself, you won't have any time to call him out on his bullshit. I recommend you read Why Does He Do That by Lundy Bancroft. You will see your spouse between the covers of this book. Just read your posts and comments. Reddit is telling you your husband is an abusive pod. Stop posting until you leave him. Not the asshole. I routinely do stuff like that and my husband's response is always something like, "Oh, great idea. Thanks for thinking of it. You are a great mom." Your husband's reaction is wildly inappropriate. Your husband is 41. How old are you? He's verbally abusing you and the last time you posted he was telling you he wished you weren't there. What are you doing modeling this for her kids? Why do you have 2 kids with this angry asshole? Leave him in awe for this situation. But you're the asshole for teaching your daughter that it's okay to treat people like that. Even more so, you are teaching her it's okay for men to treat her like that. I spent almost 10 years with a man who was like this. And I initially chose the route of stay for the kids but left him the first time he raised a hand. To me, my kids are teens now. Been in therapy for years due to the BS their dad put me and eventually them through. It won't change. It will get worse and he will treat your kids this way. Honey, you're in an abusive relationship. I think you have to sit down and think about everything and make a decision that benefits you and your children. It is not normal or okay for children to grow up with an abusive father who does not respect their mother. You deserve better and be calm. I'm pretty sure you already do most of the things around the house and with the kids. Take the dead weight off your husband, not the asshole. Not the asshole. WTF did I just read? Look through your past posts. You need to get your kids out of this situation. Not the asshole.